See, some time back, more like a while back, I learned about numbers. Like how over 1,000 mashujahs paid the ultimate price of liberty. How official colonial records may have concealed the true human cost of an era's harsh reality by over 70,000. And how 160,000 were locked behind bars for the flag that was raised on 1st June 1963 to dance in the wind. For this day to be named Madaraka, for the ground we now stand on to tremble from stomping happy feet with the land, echoing songs of uhuru, freedom, for hope to be birthed into the womb of a nation, for dreams to be revived and once again find space of reclaiming the fertile soils from which the displaced were wrenched in certainty, the daughters of the ones with shriveled hands once forced to plow for another would finally cultivate their own lands. That the potential of youth once stifled out of work, filled with turning stomachs from hunger that bites, watching the days go by and opportunities never say hi, would now hold the keys to a dignified living. On that day, a promise was made to build a country where every citizen may develop his talents to the full. That was over 6 decades ago, some 20,646 days ago. Nasi uongo tumetoka mbali for sure. But what's 1,000 miles to those with nothing to show? Like if I told you how young women lurk silently in the corridors of unemployment with tight chests filled with silent prayers for a light to shine. I see you. Sometimes with clenched envelopes, queuing 4 hours only to be told, bye, I'll see you. In a nation where 800,000 youth enter the workforce every year, while nowhere close to a quarter find jobs in the market, but still have to fend for a quarter. Cause hukunyama typically hayuzwi in less than a quarter.
Kaneno ngato machal kodi nyako iwinyo pend dhano iwinyo peny Pokaneno ngato machal kodi nyako iwinyo pend dhano iwinyo peny.
See, sometime back, more like a while back, I learned about numbers. But see, the thing about numbers is they don't paint a picture when minds are desensitized. So I prefer stories. They bridge the gap between normalized statistics and the spirit. Stories are to people what the ICUs are to hospitals. And this is the intensive care unit for all the Chepkuruis, Aminas, Awars, and Wamburas eager to create and build, but don't know how to knock down the barriers or who to reach out to. I see you. They say closed mouths don't get fed. Less about the stomach, let's talk about heart. What's your story? I know that question is a cliche. Maybe it's one you've answered 1,000 times. So let me tell you a story. I know a sister with an R&B soul. She introduced me to music soul child and said she'd one day birth a soul child. Today, she connects the diaspora to the motherland, bridging worlds from her soul's love. Lagos to London, she called it Nairobi R&B. Curved her own space from her own heart. Today, she stands on her own turf. And yes, I know opportunities don't always come dressed in the same hues. Sometimes it's all just too few. Perhaps you've heard whispers of alternatives found in entrepreneurship, but these banks don't always see you. The stereotypes never leave you. And maybe you've had your hand out for a while, not for a hand out, but a lift up, waiting for the day you become the one to give a hand up. Maybe you're worn down by malfunctioning lifts, but sometimes the real magic is in taking the stairs, only to stand before the right door by asking for directions to the wrong one and realize the irony of life lies in unplanned detours that make for just the right plan, that the power was always in your voice, all because you dared to ask at what you thought was the wrong door.
Pokaneno ngato machal kodi nyako iwinyo pend dhano iwinyo peny. Pokaneno ngato machal kodi nyako iwinyo winyo pendano, e winyo pen, ay, 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 Nyako,